The woman is shot, and she has only 6 seconds left to live to kill the attacker in return. Jenny puts down the flower branch and swiftly turns around, kicking over a bucket of water. Water spills all over the floor, and there are only 5 seconds left. As the water on the ground slowly flows toward the table, it will immediately form a closed circuit with the electrified device on the table. Once Amy approaches the table, the instant surge of electricity will kill her on the spot. Death praises Jenny's flawless play repeatedly, but at the same time, he gives her a warning using violence to counter violence, and committing a grave crime will only add to her own sins. And is Amy's mother's death really completely unrelated to her? At that moment, Jenny recalls that after Amy's mother died, she once found her missing sleeping pews in the women's drawer. At the same time, she also unexpectedly discovered the suicide note left by Amy's mother. However, this scene was witnessed by Amy. Perhaps it was Amy's misunderstanding that Jenny was harming her mother that led to this entire tragedy. Jenny's resolve begins to waver. She pulls out one of the flowers plugged into the socket, reducing the risk for Amy, which is already her greatest concession. Jenny then grabs a pen and lunges toward the ground, but suddenly, a second bullet pierces her body, and now, only 0.61 seconds remain. This sudden accident leaves Jenny completely confused. Only then does Death tell her that during the 15 seconds she was setting the trap, Amy had circled outside the window and fired at her again. Death advises Jenny to give up struggling, as her life now has less than 1 second left, but Jenny refuses to accept it. She stares intensely at the envelope on the floor. Jenny collapses to the ground, her left hand clutching the envelope tightly. As the countdown reaches 0, the pen in her right hand leaves no trace of writing, and Jenny's life comes to an end. At this moment, Amy returns to the doorway and notices the powder on the floor. To avoid leaving footprints, she goes to another room to find a pair of slippers. She then enters the room. Amy steps through the water and walks toward the table. To her surprise, she sees her own name written on the tabletop. She immediately picks up the pen nearby, intending to alter it, but suddenly, she realizes that things are not that simple. The name Jenny left behind is far too obvious. After a brief moment of thought, she quickly turns around and successfully finds the original pen on the floor. However, just as she returns to the table and touches its surface, the electric current knocks her unconscious instantly.